Do we not have a new heart in regeneration and are therefore keeping his ways according to the new covenant? Now, this is the backloaded works. This is the problem for mystical legalism, where people have this assumption about the Christian life and then fruit inspect based on that assumption and refuse to recognize believers by their testimony, but instead look to their behavior and their fruit. They do that on the basis of saying we have a new covenant, okay? Ezekiel and Hebrews show us that as part of the new covenant, Israel will have new hearts, and God will write his laws in their minds and their hearts. However, the New Testament and the book of Hebrews are full of exhortations to deal with the heart. If you have a new heart, you would not be capable of committing adultery in your heart. Have you done that lately? Have you ever found obscene or hateful words coming out of your mouth when you are angry or upset? If so, they come from the heart when the heart is set on the flesh. No spiritual growth would be required if you had a new heart and always kept his ways. Hearts and minds are used interchangeably in the Bible. If we are told by Paul that we need to be transformed by the renewing of our minds, this shows that we do not have a new heart, but rather we have a heart that can be defiled or washed by water of the Word and sprinkled with Christ's blood. So the New Testament epistles have many admonitions for us to deal with our heart and the defilement of the flesh, but the provision of the new covenant makes it clear that this will not be an issue for the mortal Israelites that God brings back into the land to inherit the kingdom when he comes. Beyond the scope of what I can address here, as the church, our spirit has been made alive together with Christ, and Christ is said to be making his home in our heart through faith as we grow in the knowledge of him. That's different than they don't need teachers, they'll all know me, and I will cause them to walk in my ways and not depart from it. Okay? Totally different situation we have.